everybody, today I want to share with you a Christmas DIY. This is a plain mat that I personalized and I want to share with you how I did it. So I started on Cricut Design Space because I used my Cricut to cut out the stencil. And Cricut Design Space is very easy to use, very user-friendly, self-explanatory. It's not one of those programs like Photoshop where you have to learn every single tool and figure out what it does. It's very easy to use, so of course I recommend it. And here I just started by adding a frame with slightly smaller dimensions than my mat. My mat is an 18 by 30, so I created a frame and decided to start playing around with the wording, the font, and the placement of my font. I wanted to add a pair of antlers above the O in the Trejo last name because I wanted to give it a bit of a Christmas feel. I decided to add some dashes or something on the side of the last name just to kind of emphasize on it and not let it run on like welcome to Trejos, like welcome the Trejos. So just, play around with it a little bit. Once my stencil's ready, I try to go ahead and place it where I want it on my mat before I peel the backing off and put it on the mat. I went with some blue acrylic paint just because I didn't want to do the usual black. I wanted something a little different, so this is in the color English Navy. And I'm going to be using this Krylon clear glaze to seal my paint at the end, as well as some cheap brushes because I really like to get in there, and I use the pointy end of the brush to sharpen the outside of my letters and the borders. Once I have a rough idea of the placement, I go ahead and start filling in my letters. The paper I used today is contact paper, so it's subject to move. I just start going with the paint and I try to perfect as I go. Once I figured out my borders, I go in with more paint. Roughly 20 minutes later, we are done, and now it's time to seal with our Krylon clear glaze. I like to add an even coat that covers the entire surface. Since it's recommended that you seal in a well-ventilated area, I did mine outside and I just let it dry for about an hour before I styled it. I put mine on the front door, and I chose to layer mine over a buffalo plaid cloth rug just to incorporate different textures. A DIY like this would make a great Christmas present for newlyweds. I know a lot of couples that have recently got married or are getting married, and I'm pretty sure they would appreciate something like this. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. I hope you have a great day.